What is going on, all my Pokemon doubters out there? Hope you guys are having a great day. And in today's video, we're going to talk about two of my plays that I was absolutely crucified in the comment section when I gave my honest opinion on some of these sets. And now we're going to go back and look at what they're doing today. Actually, right now, I got inspired to do this video when I was in the shower watching another PokeTuber talking about these two sets and what they're doing. So with that all being said, let's get into today's video. So when Paldea Evolved first came out, when I saw all the leaks, the list of cards that were going to be in said sets, I was absolutely sure that this one was going to be a giant set. I was told by multiple Pokemon investors and Pokemon YouTubers that this set wasn't that good, how it was going to be a flop. But my thesis of why this set was going to do so well is because it had a combination of both old Gen 1, Gen 2 Pokemon and the newer Scarlet and Violet Gen 9 Pokemon all into one set. It had a giant waifu at the time where we were kind of still seeing the prices of a full art trainer, a female full art trainer, go up in value, and it just seemed like a no-brainer to invest in this set. But again, here we are in 2024 going into 2025 December, and this set is doing exactly what I thought it was going to do. So we're going to start off with Paldea Evolved. This is a set where we've seen a giant correction, I believe. This was the set that everyone was extremely bullish on. People were asking and begging for a reprint, and it seems like we may not get one for quite some time. It's going to be the holiday season and still no announcements of any reprints. I'm going to keep a close eye on this one for you guys. But as you can see from the chart, we have hit a nice little $130 correction. And the set just seems like it's on that bounce that we need to buy, this consolidation that we need to buy. So if we look at our most recent sale, we're sitting at $132. If you go on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, I'm sure you could find this one for the $120 range. This is a set just seems like it's extremely undervalued. And we also are going to look at the top singles from this set, the ones that people are going crazy over, that made this set extremely valuable. And of course, we have to start with the Magikarp. The Magikarp, this thing, unlike the booster box, has not slowed down. So when this set first came out, even myself, I did not see the draw and the hype for this card. I understand that it is an extremely hard card to pull, and it's even harder card to grid. The PSA 10 price is going insane too, but that's for another video. As we can see, the most recent sell, obviously it's $42, but that's not what's happening. Probably around that 160 to 180. I did check eBay right before this, but this card is insane. Again, like I'm gonna tell you guys, like I tell you guys in previous videos, go buy this card in Japanese. Save yourself the headache. $30, $40. I'm pretty sure this card isn't even playable. But for pretty much a top card in Paldea, I believe this is a top card in Paldea, which is insane. This is an instant buy in Japanese and a strong pass in English, unless you have this card already. And if you do, I think it's a very smart decision to go and try to grade that thing, because it's a giant multiplier on this card. But great card. Also, we're going to take a look at what the case is doing. The case is $800. This case is going to get to that $1,000 mark very, very soon. I think that, again, this is a giant slept on play for the Scarlet and Violet era. Most recent sale is $800, and why I felt like I needed to make this video right now extremely urgent is because a lot of people are talking about these booster boxes, these early booster boxes, and saying that there's no plays in the market, that there's no product to buy, there's no product to collect and or invest. But so from the time of this recording, these are an extreme buy in my personal opinion. I thought that at this point these would already be a $170 to $200 booster box, but again, I was wrong. And I do believe that these are going to bounce right back up with the ever-growing popularity of the Scarlet and Violet era. And we can't talk Paldea without bringing up the Iona, well, it was the giant chase set. It's crazy how fast things can change in this hobby, how we can go from, collecting female full art trainers, those being the $1,000 cards in modern sets, to now the terrestrialized Pikachu, the Booty Chew looking back, and the rainbow cards that we supposedly did not like, we hated. Everything in this hobby can flip so fast overnight. This card right here, this is a card that I never thought was going to be sub $100, and boy was I wrong. Right now, 50 bucks. Last sale, $52. I mean, the special art rare, or special illustration rare in English is a new mechanic or new rarity to the Scarlet and Violet era. And I thought it would just hold these cards up at the over $100 mark. But again, I was completely wrong. This card does have a Pikachu. It has a little Eevee dessert. I don't know, is a very lovable trainer. And in the TCG, and in the anime, so I thought this one was not going to fall, but if you're looking to scoop up any of these cards on today's list, right now is the time. That you just stop this video, pause it, open TCG Player in a whole nother screen and buy these cards right now. These are not in your collection. Like I said, I believe this video was urgent because there's so many eyes coming back into these early sets, and I do not think these prices are going to last much longer. If you don't believe me, you could open a quick Google Trends, do a search on some of these cards and some of these booster boxes, and tell me what your conclusion is. Leave that down in the comment section down below. And lastly, we have Paradox Rift. This is the booster box where I was to my comment section calling me an idiot, saying that this is one of the worst plays. It's a terrible set. There's nothing over 50 but $60 at the time, and I believe the top card right now is at $60. But Paradox Rift, this is the set that is readily available. If you don't believe me, look at more credible Pokemon YouTubers like Pokemon USA, PokeNE, Danny Phantom, all saying that this is the set that is so readily available at distribution. Right now, you can scoop this booster box at $115. I'm sure you can find this set on OfferUp Facebook Marketplace for $100 US. I think this set is going to be the Silver Tempest of the Scarlet and Violet era. I think nobody is looking at this set. I think there's a little bit more eyes at Paldea because of all the Generation 1 and 2 love, but Paradox Rift is like the ugly stepchild. This thing nobody wants, nobody's looking at, and I think it has amazing cards that we cannot look over. And if you want to pick up your first case, I think Paradox Rift is a great play for 650 bucks, but 650 for a modern case of something that I believe is going to 2x within the next 3 years. I mean, easy play, but to each their own. And I know I cover this in recent videos, but we just have to look at the top cards. Of course, the Roaring Moon EX, one of my favorite cards, super beautiful. Has the Screamtail, has the Roaring Moon. It's a great art. 60 bucks. These cards, again, I didn't think were gonna hit the sub $100 mark, but you can tell by the popularity. But a tip I can give you guys is just because this set doesn't have crazy expensive cards does not mean that it's not going to perform well in the short term. And with the popularity of the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, it seems like Paradox Rift is definitely lagging in that department. I mean, these are sitting at the $65 mark with shipping, and I think these are a giant play. I also think that this is some of the best promo cards that we ever gotten. My personal opinion, I love Screamtail. Screamtail is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. But at the $65 mark right now, I do not think that this is going to sit at this price for much longer. Last but not least, the absolute sleeper of this set is the Groudon. Did I think that this Groudon was going to get to a $75 card, $60 card? No, absolutely not. This thing, I bought it in Japanese for like 15 bucks. Great card. I understand it's a very popular Pokemon, but the art is kind of cool. It's whatever, but I think it is extremely overvalued. This is one definitely to stay away from. But this shows me that when I first evaluated a set like Paradox Rift, like Paldea Evolved, some of my super strong convictions I completely flip-flopped, and I'm here to tell you guys that I was wrong for most of these plays. But some of these cards on the flip side, it was a very nice surprise to see all of the love that some of these cards got. So now I'm gonna turn it to you guys. What is a booster box or a set that you were super bullish on, that you were so sure that was going to do well or do bad, and then it completely turned around overnight? I would love to know in the comment section down below. I love hearing your guys' stories. And until tomorrow, I will catch you guys with a fresh new video. Peace.